Everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds NFL Futures Edition. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach and welcome to Being the Odds. I won over 60% of my bets in the NFL and college football last year on single plays. We give out free picks every single day. And in the video, I'm going to go through every single AFC team and give you their over-under for their win total for the 2025-2026 season. We actually made our NFC video for this yesterday, so after done with this one, definitely go check that one out. And if you do want free daily picks every single day for free, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these free plays every single day for every major sport. But let's jump in to the plays that we have, the futures that we have. I love that in the NFL, man. I'm so fired up for it to be basically back. So I'm going to go, essentially, I'm going to start at 3 o'clock. I'm going to go all over the place. We're going to start with the AFC East first. Then we're going to go AFC North, then AFC South, and then AFC West. The best division of football, more than likely the AFC West. So I'll have the AFC East first, all right? Let's just jump right into it. First off, Bills over 11.5 wins. Easy over. They're gonna overmatch the schedule. I think they can clear this by week 15, week 16. I mean, the only on paper, obviously things can change due to injuries and stuff like that. They only have 3 or so on paper like difficult games, and they're gonna go 5-1 this division, maybe even 6-0. The Bills should go way over this number. Chalky as shit, but I love the over. The Bills over 11.5 total wins. Next, we're going to Miami. We're going under 8.5 wins. The rosters isn't the same. Lots of cold weather games. And what this Dolphins team feels like is they just feel like, honestly, man, they feel like if you open up a bag of Cheez-Its and just leave it open for 3 weeks in a row, they try to take a bite in it. Stale as shit. That's really what this comes down to. And Mike McDaniel is getting it sounds like just white noise. Tyreek isn't happy being there. There's no future for this team. And if you put these guys on a lie detector, they know they're not competing for anything this year. I can see them just losing their competitive will halfway through the season. And they have lots of cold weather games later in the season, and you know with these teams, they just freaking check out after that. So Miami under 8.5 wins. Next, we're going Patriots over 8.5 wins. This might be the easiest one on the board. Plus, you get a plus 115 odds, which is pretty crazy. The roster's a lot better, and the coaching is substantially better. You go from Gerard Mayo to Mike fucking Vrabel. That is a massive, massive, massive upgrade. And they have a last place schedule, which is a huge benefit. And I mean a huge benefit. Drake May is going to be really, really good. I think the Patriots sneak in the playoffs, get 9 wins, sneak in as a 7 seed. They're the team that's going to make that jump here. So Patriots over 8.5 wins. You got to book it. Next, I'm going with the Jets over 5.5 wins. I don't understand why the total's at 5.5. It just seems like just way too low. And you know, here's the thing. They have a really good roster outside of quarterback. Wide receiver's okay, but they have a decent roster. And Justin Fields, he's not the best, but he'll win a few games. It'll be harder to game plan for him, especially if you're on a 1-week notice. And this could be I think this is a 6 or 7 win team because the Jets, if you look at the Jets' schedule, they've got some favorable matchups here. I mean, early on, they're gonna they're gonna win against the Steelers. The Steelers are gonna be bad this year. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. But the Dolphins are very gettable. The Dolphins are very, very gettable. The Broncos coming to New Jersey is very, very doable. Same with the Cowboys going there. The Panthers going to New Jersey. And that's right there. I mean, they can rattle off technically really 4 straight wins there, especially given their skill guys. Now at the end of the season, they're gonna get rocked a little bit. But they have the Saints on the schedule. Terrible. The last place schedule, obviously. I mean, they've got the Falcons at home. I mean, they've got some really winnable games here. I could see this team being a 7-win team. They're going to be definitely competing for the Arch and for Arch and Aller and all those guys. But I mean, this team they'll draft quarterback next year for sure. I'm not really sure which one, but I mean, they've got themselves a solid team. I think they're going to win 7 wins just based off of the roster construction alone. Next, go to the AFC North. This might be, for me, the easiest one to predict of all of the all the divisions, NFC or AFC. This might be the easiest one. A lot of really popular teams here too. First off, I'm starting with the Ravens over all day. Their hard games, all of their hard games are at home. Every single game that they're that look, you're like, oh man, like this might be a challenge. Like they're playing them at home except for against the Bills. I mean, they've got the Lions at home. It'd be a tough game, but they're at home, so that's good. Although they have to go to the Chiefs to miss that one. But they've got to go against the Rams at home. NFC teams coming to Baltimore, that's a problem. Bears at home. They've got the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are home because they're obviously in the division. Patriots at home. They've got a lot of their really, really difficult games at home, which is a really, really big deal. Plus, I mean, there's just going to be a chip on their shoulder, as there always is, because they lose in the playoffs and blow it. But regular season-wise, they're a really good team. This is a 12 or 13 win team written all over it. And the fact that they play the Browns twice, those are 2 guaranteed wins. Pittsburgh, that's going to be at least 1, if not 2. Cincinnati, same thing, 1 if not 2. So Baltimore, over 11.5 wins. Next, I'm going to go so contrarian here. We'll get back to the picks in just 1 second, but let me ask you this question. How would you like this fall to win 60% of your football bets? I know, pretty crazy. But imagine the vast majority of Sundays where you finish up, you're watching Sunday Night Football, and you're relaxed because you already have a winning day guaranteed no matter what happens in the late game. You're feeling great. That's what our members experience every single Saturday, every single Sunday just about. And you can get that all for 40% off using code FOOTBALL at zdmbets.com/picks. As a member, our members get our members-only best bets every single day, which most profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. They also have a direct line to me. So any game they're considering betting that we don't cover, they can reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game they're considering betting, and they get all of our bankroll management documents, so that way when they actually win money with us, they're able to keep it and profit. So guys, the website is zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the pinned comment below. Now let's get you guys back to the video. We're going with the Bengals. Everyone their mother sees them getting better. I don't. Bengals are going to go under 9.5 wins. I think they hit Atlanta right at 9. And I mean right at 9. This is a 9-8 team. And here's the thing. This Bengals defense is so bad. And if they don't have Trey Hendrickson, which they probably won't because this Bengals ownership group is so cheap. And I mean so cheap. Like, I don't really see where they get wins. I mean, because they're going to have to outscore literally everybody. And you might be like, well, Zach, they definitely can. They got Burrow, they got Chase, they got Higgins, they've got Chase Brown. They got themselves a squad. And they do, for sure. But here's the thing. They had that last year, and they were bad. They had that last year. They couldn't win because they were getting outscored by everyone. I mean, damn, also the Patriots last year. I mean, for God's sake. I mean, the Patriots last year were terrible. And then, you've got some really good offenses. They have a lot of their tough games are on the road. And I just don't really see how they stop anybody. And a team that can't stop anyone is going to lose 8 games. I mean, that is just what's going to happen. So I see the Bengals going way under this number, and we're definitely betting that. Next, Cleveland, easy, under 4.5. We don't even need to talk about it. They'll be lucky to win 3 games this year. I have them winning 3. Like, they're going to be first in line for Arch. They're going to be first in line for Aller, Nussmeier, any of those guys. Like, that's who they're going to be in line with. They're going to be fighting for that spot. And everyone's going to be, well, Shedeur. Dude, even if Shedor's good, who they have around him is so bad outside of Myles Garrett. Like, I don't really see how this Cleveland team wins anything. Next, Pittsburgh, under 8.5 wins. This is going to be Tomlin's first losing season, and probably the season he gets fired. This team is bad. And anyone who's telling me that, like, oh, well, no, the Steelers, they have Aaron Rodgers, they have DK. No, they don't. Like, they do have them. But they have 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, not 33-year-old Aaron Rodgers. And that's a big difference. Like, it's a huge difference. And anyone who thinks that Aaron Rodgers is somehow going to get better, 1 year older, off an Achilles from 2 years ago, you've lost your mind. You also have an offensive line who have terrible tackles. Which, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is skittish. All the reports out of training camp is he's very efficient in slant game, very efficient in the short passing game, does not throw it deep because he doesn't trust his O-line. He doesn't trust him. DK is not that guy. He's a number 2 wide receiver. You can tell me, oh, they know he's number 1. Look how strong and so fast he is. He can't route run. He has a million unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and this team has been undisciplined offensively for as long as I can, in the last decade at least. I mean, since Ben was there. Their defense is good, but they're not as good as what they have been in past years. TJ Watt is a year older. Jalen Ramsey's a year older. This game, they're going under. Now, the path to it is if they can, like, defend and then they score on Cleveland, who's terrible, Cincinnati, who's terrible, and that could be 4 wins right there. But I don't see them sweeping either of those teams. They might sweep Cleveland. They will definitely sweep Cleveland, but they're not going to be a team that, like, wins under. So we're going under 8.5 in Pittsburgh. Next, AFC South. I'm going to start with Houston. They're going to go over 9.5 wins. but it's going to be 10, and that's the ceiling. 10's the ceiling, but I think they're going to get to 10. I don't really see them going much higher than that, especially like given the fact they have a really tough schedule, and you're missing Tank Dell more than likely. Obviously, Diggs is gone. They have Nico Collins, obviously, who's pretty good, but they're not going to be as good offensively. Defensively, they're pretty good, but I don't really see the Texans going anything higher than 10 wins. I can see them going under this number easily, but I like them over. And really the reason why is because they're division. We're going Colts under. This is an easy under. This team is total shit. Shane Steichen deserves so much better. And when Cliff Kingsbury, gets poached from my Redskins, I will fight scratch and claw to have Shane Steichen be the offensive coordinator for us before he gets another job again, because he's going to get fired from the Colts, and it's not going to be his fault. It's going to be because Anthony Richardson is terrible, and Daniel Jones is terrible, and their defense is extremely, and I mean extremely overrated, and they're rated middle of the pack. This team is going to get absolutely smoked this year. I feel bad for all Colts fans. Get ready. You're going to have a 2-win team that might actually be in contention of one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the next draft. Next one with the Jags. Over 7.5 wins. I love this number. They're way better than they were last year, and they have an easier schedule. They got killed with injuries last year. They got killed with a lame duck coach. Trevor Lawrence is very, very underrated. He's a top 14 quarterback in the league. I bet he's top 10. You know what? Fuck it. No, I was being coy there. He is top 10. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league, number 10 on the dot. And he's extremely underrated. They're going to win this division. Jacksonville's going to win this division. They're going to have more. They're going to have 11 wins, and they're going to win this division. They're also playing they're playing a last place schedule, or excuse me, a third place schedule, which is not going to be too overwhelming. I love the Jags here over 7.5 wins. They should go way over this number. Next, Titans over. We're at 5.5 wins. We're going over on them. I'm high on them. I think they win 6-7 games this year. Cam Ward's the real deal. They have a pretty good defense. They just need more weapons, and they're going to get like 6 wins on the dot. They're going to feast on the Colts. They're going to steal one from Jacksonville or steal one from Houston. That's 3 wins right there. And then they have a last place schedule, which means they're going to win some games. They're going to beat the Giants, people like that. So I like the Titans just over 5.5 wins. Next, we're on the AFC West. Probably the best division of football, I think, at least in the AFC. For sure. Let's start with here. I want Broncos first. Broncos won under 9.5 wins. They were absolutely terrible against good teams last year. I don't think they won one game against a team that had a winning record. Maybe they had one. Maybe. I don't think they did. It literally may have just been one win. And with this Broncos team, they're terrible against good teams. They're going to be playing a way tougher schedule this year than they did last year. And Bo Nix, I just cannot. You cannot get me. And I mean, you just can't. He's got to show me this year. This version of Bo Nix, I just don't see it. I don't get it. I'm not saying he couldn't be an okay quarterback. Like, could he be Tua? Yeah, I think so. But he's a lot closer to Tua than he is Jaden Daniels. Okay? A lot closer to Tua than he is Jaden. And with this Broncos offense, they're not that good. Their defense is amazing. Their defense is really solid. Their defense will win them some games. I can see them, I can see this team getting to like the 8-9 win mark, but they're not winning double-digit games. That is not happening. They have a hard ceiling at 9. Denver under 9.5 wins. Kansas City, they're going over 11.5 wins. I know they've been to Super Bowl a bunch. Every year, people try to say, oh, well, this is the year they're going to regress. This is not the year they're going to regress. The Chiefs' schedule is really something to behold, okay, when we're looking at this schedule. And really it all depends on like how you view the teams they play. So I think they're going to start out the year 0-1 against the Chargers. I really believe that. They're going to kill the Eagles, though, in Kansas City. That's what's going to happen. Like, Kansas City is going to murder them. They're going to beat the Giants. They're going to beat the Ravens at home. They're going to beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville. They always have Jacksonville's number. They're going to beat the Lions at home. They're going to beat the Raiders. They're probably going to beat the Redskins, unfortunately. They'll lose the Bills. So right now, we're like 7-2. Okay? Then they have the Broncos. Now, here's the thing. You have to decide on 2 things. Number 1, how do you view the Broncos? How do you view the Cowboys? Because I think they're going to sweep the Broncos. And that's now we're at 9. They're going to beat the Cowboys. They're going to beat the Colts. Now we're at 12. Okay, so we're already at 12. And they're going to beat the Titans. They're going to beat the Texans. And they're going to beat the Raiders again. Like, they always mollywop this division. I think the Chargers, low-key, could sweep this team. Like, they can sweep the Chiefs. But they're not going to win this division because the Kansas City's going to feast on everybody else. So I love KC over 11.5 wins. They're going way over this number. Next, going with Vegas over 6.5 wins. Excuse me, under 6.5 wins. My God, under 6.5 wins. They're going to be brutal this year. It's the first year of a rebuild. They're going to be bad. Ashton Genty, I don't think's that guy with this O-line anyway. If you get a little bit better O-line, I could see him really balling out. Gino's not great. They have 1-5 in this division. Is very much in play. Maybe 0-6. I mean, they're terrible. So I don't really see Vegas doing anything special here. And then Chargers going over 9.5 wins. I think Keenan Allen coming back is a really good addition. I know he's old. I know he's injury prone, but I think he's actually a really good addition given here, especially when you add Ladd McConkey in there. Justin Herbert, this is the year. This is now or never. You got to show us something. You got to show something. And I think he will because he throws a ball that is just so beautiful. I mean, it's so gorgeous. It looks so beautiful. I don't really see how you can throw a ball that well and also be able to be like quarterback as well as he does and not be able, to win 10, 11, 12 games this year, especially given the schedule that they had. I mean, it's very, very doable. They play they play the Chiefs at like good times coming off of like tough stretches. And looking at the schedule, I mean, they've got some wins that they should just, that should just happen. I mean, to start the year, they're going to be the Chiefs, I think, on week 1. Then you have the Raiders win, Broncos win, Giants win. The Redskins, that's a toss-up. They're going to beat the Dolphins. They're going to beat the Colts. They're going to beat the Vikings. They're going to beat the Titans. They're going to beat the Steelers. The Jags, I think, are a toss-up, but they're going to beat them and the Raiders. You've got, until they get to the Eagles game, I mean, they don't really have a really tough stretch here for a while. And, this Chargers team should be able to get over it. They're very, very talented, extremely well coached. I love Harbaugh. So they're going to go way over this number. So the AFC West, I see the Kansas City winning it again, but Chargers, KC go over. Denver, LA, Las Vegas goes under. Now, guys, like I said, we actually have free picks every single day. We have an MLB video live right now, so definitely go check that out once you're done here. But guys, let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out those other videos.